Well, hello there, shirlierox here. Welcome to Mars Horizon. This is a game which is published by the Irregular Corporation and is developed by a Bristol-based developer called Auroch Digital. This is going to be hitting your screens on the 17th of November, and I want to thank the publisher and the developer for giving me early access to this. So I'm going to be checking this out today. So this is a game that is going to be coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and this is the PC Steam version. In this game, you lead a major space agency and you guide humanity to Mars. And we've played this before, played the demo about a month ago, really liked it. So gonna check out more of this and see what we can unlock. What I liked about this game last time is it reminded me a bit of Kerbal Space Program, but it also had like some of the added unlockable things that you could like fly. Looks like eventually you can fly like animals and stuff into space. So quite interested to see how this goes. So we're going to go ahead and fire this up and do a new game. But before we get into the game, I want to say that it's going to be quite an exciting thing on the November the 16th where Tim Peake, an astronaut, is going to be actually playing this game. So it's the day before this launches, and that is going to be over on Twitch. Right, let's do new game and get our faces into this. So we've got quite a lot of customization we can do. We've got the main agencies that we can choose from the start. They've all got different perks and negatives. So this is like Europe. We get a 50% bonus of joint missions, and we get a science income bonus from friendly and allied diplomatic relations. USA, they get a top 3 milestone rank double support bonus, and we get 3 additional constructors available. That's quite interesting. Now, I think these are static things you get at the start, because I'm pretty sure I went China the last time I played this. They get cheaper research and buildings, but I'm thinking of going Russian. Now, I'll explain why. Now, when you're launching your craft, a lot of the things factor on weather. Now, Russia have a thing here. Invalid launch windows become suboptimal. So that means there's going to be times when the other agencies can't launch, and I think I'll still be able to launch. Astronauts are cheaper to hire and upkeep, and we don't get a support penalty for failed missions. Now, we can customize our appearance, headquarters, and all this. So let's change some of this stuff. So I can change the name. So what do we want to call it? Soviet Union. The shirlierox. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm going to change my flag as well. So yeah, let's go for that, because it's soon going to be Christmas. So we'll go for that. You can change your headquarters there. Change the name of it even. So I could change this to, let's see, what can I change it to? Where can we change it to? It's going to be Russian. Yeah, let's change it to a place near me that I love, Birkenhead. Let's change it to that. Traits, you can choose all this. This is pretty cool. There's loads of different traits. I'll quickly hover over these, but I'm not gonna go through each and every one because it'll take too long. But if you want, you can pause this, read what all the stats are, and then you can also come out with like a plan of what traits you think would make a good, a good starting team. Well, a good starting agency. So as you can see, there's a lot. There's a lot of traits. You can see that the currently selected traits I've got are in the middle, and hopefully they're going to be good. Right, so we've got all that. Traits 4 and 5. I imagine later on we'll get more points and we can choose traits 4 and 5, but that is what we're going to confirm. So we're going for all that. You can alter the diplomacy. I'm not going to alter that though. And now we've got the difficulty. So we can go for Nubia. Noob leads. So the Explorer it's a more relaxed, less demanding game. There's going to be reduced competition. Pioneer is sort of sitting on the fence, middle of the road. There's going to be competition, and there will be challenging missions. And I wonder if there'll be another one after this. like Master Chief level or something. But anyway, this is veteran, so that's going to be tough missions. Other agencies are going to be competitive. I'm just going to go for Pioneer. Let's go for the middle of the road. Okay, here we go. Welcome, Director. The annals of space history are yet to be written. The coming decades will see humanity take its first steps away from its home planet and towards the stars. You must ensure our cosmonauts are leading the way. Prove our technological prowess. Have the courage to push boundaries where others would falter. Know that every setback will only harden the resolve of our people to win this space race. Our journey to other worlds begins today. Write our names into history. Signed, Dudaki, Director. Okay, so now we're going to go into the main interface and options for the game. So as you can see, this is the solar system screen, and this is our gateway to the various aspects of the game. So such as research, and what else have we got? Selecting planets, which is this bit. Missions, I think some of these over here, but we're going to go through all these. Don't worry. Here's the current objective. So we've got to build a sounding rocket, we've got to research a small launch pad, we've got to build a launch pad, and then we're going to launch our rocket. So I think, from what I remember last time, a sounding rocket is like a test rocket. It's not going to be manned, and it's just sort of helping us to tune up our technologies. Right, so my first step is going to be constructing this experimental sounding rocket to improve my booster technology. So first of all, we're going to select our planet, which is Earth, and then you get in this, you get to see the missions. So you can see this split up into, we've got milestones and request missions. So let's click on this, and it gives you details of all the missions here. So as it says here, test launches. Before launching a payload, we've got to test the facilities with suborbital. So these are going to be rockets that are going to go up, but they're not quite into orbit. Okay, let's do continue. Two types of missions, milestone request, doink, doink. So milestone missions are important for advancing our space program and will be contested by other agencies, whereas request missions will become available as soon as we can do them. And they give us support and research, which are these two up here. They don't give any, they don't need additional research, but each is only available for a limited time. Whew. So hopefully I'm not going too quick through all this for you. So I'm trying not to go too slow, but also not too fast. So research required to unlock the current selected missions over here. Notes that all required technology has already been completed for test launch. So we've just got to build stuff. And all the agencies are listed here, and they're all going to be trying to do what I'm doing and rushing to do stuff. So, right, so first of all, we're going to plan our mission. So let's go to the mission planning. So we've got test launch over here. So we're going to make our rocket. So let's do continue. Test launch has no payload, so I can get straight into designing the vehicle. Right, so we'll click on that. Oh, it's nice, this. I love. I don't know who did the user interface for this, but it's really, color schemes are really good. I wish I was this good at doing my thumbnails. Right, select design. On the screen, we can select our previous designs or choose a new design. So we want to do a new design. Here we go. So this is a vehicle designer. We're able to design the vehicle. Vehicle is made up of a booster and an upper stage. So that's going to be your upper stage, and that's like your booster down here. The upper stage is where you're going to be carrying space monkeys and science potted plant experiments. So here's the stats for all of this, and as you can see here, I've not got that built yet, so I do need to build that, which is something we're going to have to do. Launch reliability is a stat that determines if your vehicle is going to launch successfully. Experimental vehicles have a low percentage chance of surviving, but you do get a large amount of the I think it's experience, because it says launch reliability. I think you get like experience-y type stuff for doing it. It's a valid design for this mission, so it can be confirmed. Okay, so we hover over this, it gives you a little bit more information. That's locked at the moment, but the booster isn't, so hopefully we can upgrade that soon. Right, once the vehicle has been constructed, you'll receive a construction report. This will often include traits that may affect how you approach the next stage. So if you've got necessary funds, you can start constructing. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to make this. It's going to cost me 80k. So look over there. I've only got 100k. Expensive. Construction order. Here, Zog. Your engineers will be in construction immediately. It'll be ready for use March 1957. Okay, let's go to the solar system now. This is probably where it wanted me to go anyway. Now the sounding rocket is constructing, it's time to build the launch pad. The first step is to do a little bit of research. So we need to come in here and research this launch pad. So let's come in here. Now here's the tech tree. So the research tree shows you where you can research technology, vital to progress your space program. It's split up into 3 different types. So we've got mission, we've got building, and we've got vehicles. This is a mission tree which contains the research for doing missions and their payloads. And as it says here, each of these trees is built up into nodes. So if I wanted to build Sputnik, I'd need to do artificial satellite first. You couldn't just go from that to that. Continue. Right. Each node requires a certain amount of science to complete. Science can be earned via missions and buildings. So I'm naturally earning 112 here. It doesn't give me a point of how much that is, but we're going to try and research something now. So each research tree is split into eras, which represents the technological age. Reaching a new era will unlock new planetary bodies. Ooh, that's going to be good. So we can't straight away get to Mars. Completing all the available research in a single era will grant a powerful reward. That sounds pretty good. Right, so we need to do buildings because we need to research the launch pad, which is this one. So to be able to research, launch your first mission, we need this, so we can click that. Let's have a little look around. So as you can see down here, look at this. Look at this. Could you imagine? Look at this. What is this stuff? Docking training facility. So that's a docking simulator. Oh, deep space network, radio antennas. Oh, this is so cool. Look at all this stuff. Look at all the stuff we can make. So much stuff. But we're just doing the launch pad at the moment. That's all we're really interested in. Well, we're building it. Once we've built that, we're about to launch rockets. This is going to cost me 50k, 5k upkeep, and it's going to be built in a month. But if you look, are these monthly funds? So we've just spent 50k for that, but we're getting 53k in. Right. I think we can come out of that now. So here's vehicles. So the vehicle tree contains the technology required to unlock bigger and better launch vehicles. So launch vehicles is going to be like the sounding rocket, the things that go into space. So as we develop advanced payloads, we must improve our booster technology. Vehicle research nodes are divided by their type. Most vehicles used in missions will require a booster and an upper stage. Later on, you'll be able to research supplementary boosters. Okay, that's cool. So what that means is there's going to be different sides we can go for. So they eventually meet up and do this other stuff. But say, for instance, I want to do this booster rocket here. I can then go to either that one or that one. So you have to decide what you want. So, for instance, that's 75% reliable. That's 65% reliable. But there's going to be a difference with these that makes you choose one over the other. So, for instance, that's got 5% reliability per level, and that's only got 1%. That's less reliable and smaller as well, but that's got more capacity. That's half the price of that. So do you go for half the price and not as reliable, or do you go for more reliable? That's going to be what we're going to decide. Right, let me see if I can get back to this main menu. Okay, here I can keep track of my resources. So we've got money, research, and support. Support is primarily earned from doing missions, and earning support is key to reaching higher tier funds, which will increase your monthly funds. Ooh. Science is earned from missions and certain buildings. The more science you collect, the faster you'll be able to unlock new technology. So it is a balancing act between what you do with all of them. Okay, upcoming events related to your agency will be shown down here with the number of months before they can occur. So we're getting funding review in a year, and the satellite, well, the rocket's going to be built in 2 months, and past events will be down here. Right, and then we can advance time to next month. Launch pad is now completed. Excelente. Right, once a new building has been unlocked via research, it can be constructed. So you got to research it and then build it. To start construction, we need to go into this. So this is the base. Now, it's quite interesting building on this base because there has to be some form of thought goes into it, because you can put it down where you want, but there's negatives and there's positives where you put it. So expanding your base is vital to increase your capabilities, and on the screen we can construct new buildings. Yes, you can use Q and E to rotate the screen, and up and down with the mouse will let me zoom in and out. Right, as you now research the small launch pad, you'll be able to construct it. So we need to figure out where we're going to build it. So let's show you this. So I can zoom in and out like that. I don't know where to put it. So we've got small launch pad here. Here you'll be able to see all the buildings you've unlocked so far. Each building has a unique effect, many of which will be crucial to improve. Yes. Buildings also have a build cost and upkeep. You'll be able to afford both in order to construct. Okay. I think we're going to rapidly run out of money in this game. You'll be able to construct one of most buildings, but some can have their building limit increased via further research. So we need to build our launch pad first of all. So that's this one. 50k to build it. We've got 73. Let's go. Now, these are essential structures for launch vehicles, allowing maintenance work and provide data about the vehicle ahead of launch. So we're going to place this wherever there's sufficient space. Building on top of removal obstructions is possible, as long as you can afford the additional cost. Each building has positive and negative aspects. Place your base carefully. Okay. Now I've got to choose where we want to put it. So Z and X rotates it. So if I put it right next to the launch building there. Is that a launch building? Let me just come out a second. That's HQ. So that's HQ, and that's the vehicle hangar. So I have to decide where I want to put this. So if I put it right next to the HQ, it's a negative trait. Whereas it's another negative trait on that one, which looks worse. So that's next to that one is doing -1% payload reliability. Next to that one is also minus reliability. If I build it and leave a gap, it's 2%. Do you know what? I think it's probably... I reckon I should build it down here. Just because it's out the way of other stuff and it leaves that way open for me. So that's where we're going to stick it. Okay, that's going to get built now. Let's go back to the main menu. I think we need to advance time again. Right, now the previous research is complete, you need a new one. A good early choice is the artificial satellite mission, which will allow you agency to start working toward putting its satellite in orbit. Right, so let's go into research. So it's going to be missions and this one. So artificial satellite is going to be 400 research over 2 months. Artificial satellite. I think we've got to research 300 points for this. So it's going to take a while to do, but it'll be worth it. So we'll come out of that. Nothing I can do now, so let's do next month. Next month is going to be where it all kicks off. The launch pad is ready, and so is the rocket. Excellent. That is finished. Now we get to do a bit of launchy. Right. Test launch vehicle complete. 25% reliable. Okay, let's go for launch prep. Here we go. The final stage in the mission plan involves assigning crew, deciding on a training program, and setting the launch date. As this is an uncrewed mission, no crew needs to be assigned. Training is also locked for now until the appropriate buildings are constructed. All that remains is to set the launch date. Right, so we need a launch date for this. Let's set this. Now, green is good, red is bad. So on the calendar screen, you'll be able to set a date for your mission. Each month represents a launch window. There are 3 types of launch window. Optimal, which I think is green. Suboptimal, which is like the reddish, and invalid is the dark red, I think. So I don't know whether that's suboptimal, these two, and that's invalid. Optimal windows are ideal launch dates. Suboptimal carry a launch reliability penalty, but can be worth risking. What do we do? And other agencies, you can view the progress of the missions here. You can also see their scheduled launches. Be sure to schedule your launch before... Oh, right. So we've got to try and beat them to the launch. Now, we're currently in April, I think. Well, we're in March. So it would be crazy to do it in some of these other months, wouldn't it? We might as well go for April. As soon as possible. Right, with the launch date set, the final step is to confirm it. So let's confirm it. Okay, we are going to have liftoff April 1957. Now, what else have we got to do? The countdown is begin. With the launch date set for your test launch, all remains is to advance the time until the launch month. Right, so let's... we've only got 1 month to go, so let's advance. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm super excited. Right, mission overview. Optimal date, no training set, and we've got that standard thing there. I'm going to try and keep quiet while we launch this because it's cool. Here we go. About to have the countdown. So, what's it going to be like weather-wise? Adequate conditions. Looks pretty good. I think it's on 25%, so 19%'s failure. I don't know what this is. Does it? I think this fills up when we launch. So let's see. Here we go. Oh, it's Russian. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at it go! It's so good that it's in Russian as well. It's looking good. It's flying true. That must be like 60 or 70. Oh, it's only 39%. Negative. System damage. We've still got points for it, though. Nice. I think that takes us up to like 40% now for the next one. Test launch. First. Yes. Mission reward. Extra research for a month. That was good. shirlierox Union completed test launch first. Congratulations on completing your first tutorial objective. Your test launch was a resounding success, granting your agency valuable support and science. The next tutorial objective involves achieving a crucial milestone for your agency, placing your satellite into orbit. But that's going to be for the next video because I'm going to try and do these unedited for some of the early ones. So yeah, that's 23 minutes of me waffling on. So there you go. That is that's pretty cool. That is Mars Horizon, coming out November the 17th. If you enjoyed watching this, don't forget to do me a favour and give me a bit of a thumbs up, ring-a-ding my bell, and drop me a sub if you like this content and want to see like more content like this. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.